Good evening, America. Welcome to the 5-Minute News Hour. I'm Brian Gartland. How are you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, wait, shut up. Shut up. I was just being polite. I don't care. Stop talking. Shut up. This is the 5-Minute News Hour. And it begins now! Good evening, America. You're Chevy Chase, and I'm not. Rick Santorum re-emphasized a promise to crack down on pornography Sunday, responding to questions about the post on his campaign website that said the country is, quote, suffering a pandemic of harm from pornography, including, but not limited to, quote, profound brain changes in children and adults. To which even the Pope was all like, dude, take it easy, bro. You catch more sinners with honey. Attempting to stay relevant in the GOP race despite losing in the South, Newt Gingrich responded to the quote by saying, yeah, sweet changes in the brain, like the ability to think of a fucking moon base, dum-dum. As the potential for conflict with Syria or Iran increases almost every day, the Pentagon faces the possibility of battling an enemy that does not utilize the internet in defense networks. A report in the Washington Post says that developing such cyber weapons can take months or years of hard work. Finished, said 900 American teenagers. And in our next story, 10 years after Portugal decriminalized all drugs and shifted their budget and focus to treatment of addicts, figures of hard and intravenous drug users, estimated at around 100,000 in the 90s, is down to around 40,000 people currently under treatment, after a 2001 law required those possessing illegal substances to face an addiction panel which includes psychologists, judges, and social workers rather than a criminal court. Congratulations, Portugal! Ahead of the world in something for the first time in 500 years. So visit Portugal, the decriminalized home of Vasco da Gama. Knock knock. Who's there? Sports! Sport 2. Will you stop messing around? It's really cold out here and I need to pee. Alright, man, calm down. Jeez. Yeah, well, just let me in. Okay. Peyton Manning is signed with the Denver Broncos this afternoon, according to league sources. The arrival of the former league and Super Bowl most valuable player likely forces out last year's sensation Christian hero Tim Tebow. Tebow, when asked to comment, said, "No, yeah, totally, this is exactly what I wanted for. I prayed for it." Then he went into a separate room and cried and cried and cried, so much that the room filled with water, so he had to get into a boat. Then he fell out of the boat, and a splash is yet to be heard. New York Mets owner Fred Wilpon settled with a trustee suing for the victims of Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme this morning, agreeing to pay $162 million, breaking down to about $1 million for every game that the Mets will play this year, which seems like a lot, but not if you think about it this way. It's around $2.7 million for every game the Mets will win this year. But hey, at least the Wilpons aren't going to jail. No, that's reserved for former Mets center fielder Lenny Dykstra, who was sentenced earlier this month to 3 years in California prison and still faces a lot more criminal trials, patting the 1986 Mets world record for time served behind bars by a World Series team. Also cancer. That team's gotten a lot of cancer. And in more New York baseball prison news this afternoon, the New York woman arrested for stalking and trying to extort Yankees general manager Brian Cashman described her time in prison as, quote, hell yesterday with a phone interview with the New York Post. It's just awful. They call me names. They call me stalker, adding, I by far am having it the worst of anyone here at Rikers Island. And finally tonight, a very special story, very near and dear to my heart, something that Oh, hold on. Sorry. No, I shouldn't be answering the phone during the show, but expecting a call from a reporter. Hello? Yes, this is Brian. Who's this? Gallagher's Family. Oh, okay. Did you enjoy the piece? You saw it? Yeah? No, you didn't. Thought it was callous. Mean. Hacky. Uncreative. Yeah, well, the funny thing about that is it went fine, but I know you want to see it like I do. Have a good night and a great night. Thank you.